everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 2nd of June 2022. Let's start. As per the Road Accidents in India 2020 report released recently, which state or union territory recorded the highest accident severity in 2020? So this report saw the lowest number of road accident since 2000 and the least death since 2009 in the year 2020. So road accident severity, which is defined as the number of persons killed per 100 accident. So this rate increased in 2020 to 36, which is the highest since 2000. And Mizoram has recorded the highest accident severity. Then it was followed by the state Bihar, and then at third place it was Punjab. Fine. So this data is regarding the year 2020. Okay. Now coming to the question slide, which is the top trading partner of India in 2021 to 2022? So the United States overtook China to become India's top trading partner in the year 2021 to 22, and according to the Commerce Ministry, the bilateral trade between the US and India stood at $119.42 billion, and it was $80.51 billion in 2020 to 21. Okay, so both imports from USA and exports to the USA has increased in this year, and for this period India's trade with China stood at $115.42 billion, and last year this value was $86.4 billion. Okay, so your correct answer would be USA. Which Indian institution featured in the top 50 list of the latest FT Executive Education Rankings for 2022 for the Open program? So correct answer for this is IIM Ahmedabad. And talking about the customized programs category, the Indian School of Business was at 38th globally. Then IIM Bangalore was the second best institute, and the rank of this institute was 43rd. And IIM Ahmedabad was at 50th place. Okay. Which was the topmost investor in India during fiscal year 2021 to 2022? So India has recorded highest ever annual foreign direct investment inflow of $83.57 billion in financial year 2021 to 2022. And FDI inflow in manufacturing sector has increased by 76%. So the topmost investor in India for this period was Singapore. And then Singapore was followed by USA, and then it was followed by Mauritius at third place. Okay. Which is the top ranked Indian firm in the Forbes latest global 2000 list of the public companies? This is Reliance Industries, and the rank of Reliance Industries in this ranking was 53. Then after Reliance Industries, at second place from India, the firm was State Bank of India, and the rank of which was 105. At third, it was HDFC Bank with the rank 153, and at 4th place it was ICICI Bank, and the rank of this bank was 204. According to the World Steel Association data, which of the following countries was the only one among the world's top 10 steel manufacturing nations to have an increase in the steel output between January and March 2022? So between this time period, the country that has recorded the increment in terms of its production of steel is the country India. And which are the top 5 steel producing nations? First is China, then second is India, third one is Japan, then fourth is USA, and the fifth one is Russia. Okay. Now next question. Which racing driver won the Monaco Grand Prix title? So 32-year-old Mexican racing driver Sergio Perez recently clinched the Monaco Grand Prix title, and he arrived 1.1 seconds clear of his Spanish rival Carlos Sainz. Okay, so Carlos Sainz was at 2nd place and Max Verstappen was at 3rd place. Also, Charles Leclerc was at 4th place. So it was Perez's first win of the season and the 3rd win of his career. So with this, he is the most successful Mexican F1 driver. Okay. Now let's see some of the important Grand Prixes and the championships. Which racing driver won the Spanish Grand Prix title in 2022? So this title was won by Max Verstappen. Then at 2nd place it was Sergio Perez, and 3rd was George Russell. Okay. And talking about their countries, Max Verstappen belongs to the country Netherlands. Then Sergio Perez is from Mexico, and George Russell is from Britain. Okay. Which racing driver won the Australian Grand Prix 2022 tournament? Answer is Charles Leclerc. Then at 2nd place it was again Sergio Perez, and 3rd was George Russell. From which country Charles Leclerc belonged to? So he is from the country Australia. Which racing driver won the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2022? So this Grand Prix was won by Max Verstappen. At 2nd place it was Charles Leclerc, and at 3rd it was Carlos Sainz, and he belonged to the country Spain. Which is the venue of the FASA International Championships World Para Athletics Grand Prix 2022? Answer is Dubai. So in this championship, 29-member Indian team was led by Para-Olympian Dharamveer. Right? Which racing driver won the Bahrain Grand Prix 2022 title? So this title was won by Charles Leclerc. Then at 2nd place it was Carlos Sainz, and at 3rd it was Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is from Great Britain. Okay. Don't forget that the Bahrain Grand Prix 2022 was the first F1 race of 2022. Next question. Rural Tribal Technical Training Program, that is Grameen Udyami project, was launched in which city as a pilot project? So pilot project for skilling tribal youth, that is Rural Tribal Technical Training, was inaugurated at the Center for Research and Industrial Staff Performance in Bhopal. So this program was launched by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and aim is to train about 250 beneficiaries of 17 districts that have been selected from 6 states of India. And which are these 6 states? Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, then Rajasthan, after that Maharashtra and Odisha. Okay, so it will be organized at Vikas Bharati Gumla in the state of Jharkhand. Fine. Coming to the question slide, which Indian city received sustainability rating of 3 on the Urban Sustainability Assessment Framework? So UN Habitat has identified multi-hazard vulnerabilities, weak urban mobility, and green-blue disconnect as the important issues for the city of Jaipur. And Jaipur has received an overall sustainability rating of 3 on the Urban Sustainability Assessment Framework. So although the city received high sustainability rating, the government has to put in efforts to tackle the expansion of the city, right? In which city did the Union Home and Corporation Minister lay the foundation stone of the new International Sports Complex? So this new International Sports Complex is to be built in Ahmedabad, which is the first major metropolitan city in India to prepare a detailed register of biodiversity. This city is Kolkata, and Chandigarh along with Indore have also prepared same type of document. India-UAE Startup Bridge was recently launched in which Indian city? So this bridge was recently launched in the city of Mumbai as part of their Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. National Cyber Forensic Laboratory has been inaugurated in which city? So this laboratory has recently been inaugurated in Hyderabad by our Home Minister Amit Shah under Cyber and Information Security Division. So estimated cost for this laboratory is nearly 35.5 crore rupees. Next question. Who was selected for the Dr. V. Shantaram Lifetime Achievement Award in the Mumbai International Film Festival 2022? So the 17th edition of Mumbai International Film Festival for documentary, short fiction and animation films was recently held in the city Mumbai, and Union Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal inaugurated this 7-day festival, and it was organized by the Film Division of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So Dr. V. Shantaram Lifetime Achievement Award was conferred upon veteran documentary filmmaker and author Sanjeev Narvekar for his contribution to the film history and documentary film movement. Okay. Let's see some of the important awards that were in news. Who among the following won the International Panorama Golden Award? So this award has been recently conferred to K.V. Raghupati for his book called as The Mountain is Calling. Which Indian state has been selected by the World Health Organization for World No Tobacco Day Award 2022? First of all, this day is observed on 31st of May, and this award has been presented to the state Jharkhand for its continuous effort to control the tobacco consumption. Which regional rural bank backed the 6 national awards from PFRDA for achievement in enrollment of the Atal Pension Yojana? This is the Karnataka Vikas Gramin Bank. Which company along with the USAID have awarded 6 women farmers of the West Bengal for breaking the gender stereotype? This company is PepsiCo. Who was recently awarded the EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2021 at the 23rd EY Entrepreneur of the Year India Award? This is very famous Falguni Nair from Nykaa. And don't forget that as per the Huron Richest Self-Made Women in the World 2022, there are 124 self-made women billionaires in the world, and 3 Indian women were also featured in this list. First was Falguni Nair, second was Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, and third was Radha Vembu, right? Don't forget that the rank of Falguni Nair was 10th in this ranking, and the total wealth of Falguni Nair is approximately $7.6 billion. Okay. Next question. Which Indian has been elected as the chair and a voting member on the board of directors for the International Boxing Association? So Olympics bronze medalist Lovlina Borgohain has been elected as the chair and a voting member on the board of directors for the Athletes Committee as per the International Boxing Association. So Indian boxer Shiv Thapa has also been elected as a member of the IBA Athletes Committee following the elections held during the 2021 IBA Men's World Championship. Okay, let's see some of the important and recent appointments. Who was recently appointed as the Vice Chairman of the Niti Aayog? So now onwards, our new Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog is Suman Berry, he has replaced Mr. Rajiv Kumar. Who among the following has been appointed the Wipro India's country head? This is Mr. Sat Iswaran. Who has been appointed the Government of India's new Principal Scientific Advisor? So now our new Principal Scientific Advisor for the Government of India is Mr. Ajay Sood, and he has been appointed for a period of 3 years. And he has replaced Mr. K.V. Raghwan. Who was recently appointed as the CEO of P&G India? This is L.V. Vaidyanathan. Which firm has been appointed the Prime Minister's Museum's official digital payments partner? This one is Paytm. Which of the following individual has been appointed as the chairman of the UPSC in April 2022? So the new UPSC chairman is Mr. Manoj Soni. Okay. Next question. India has signed agreements to release cheetahs from South Africa and Namibia in which state? So India has signed Memorandum of Understanding with South Africa and Namibia to release the cheetahs from South Africa and Namibia into the Kuno Palpur National Park in the state of Madhya Pradesh by the end of this year. So this has initiated India's plan of transcontinental relocation of the cheetahs. Initially, this MOU will be signed for 10 years, which can be extended for another 5 years. So there will be 12 cheetahs from South Africa and 8 from Namibia in the first stage. Fine. Let's see some of the important national parks that were in news. In which Indian state or union territory North India's first industrial biotech park inaugurated? So Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and Union Minister Jitendra Singh have inaugurated the North India's first industrial biotech park constructed at Ghatti near Kathua in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So this biotech park will act as the hub for incubation of new ideas and to support the agri-entrepreneurs, startups, farmers, scientists and the students. So under the new industrial development scheme, Jammu and Kashmir was able to fetch investment of more than 38,800 crore rupees so far. Okay. So this biotech park has been inaugurated in Jammu and Kashmir. In which state of India is the Satpura National Park located? It is in the state of Madhya Pradesh. And don't forget that Madhya Pradesh has the highest forest cover among all the states. And then Madhya Pradesh was followed by Arunachal Pradesh. And then comes Odisha. And then Maharashtra in terms of the forest cover. Okay. Also Madhya Pradesh has various national parks as well. For example, Kanha National Park. Then there is Panna. After that Pench. And then Sanjay National Park. Right. Champaner Pavagadh Archaeological Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is located in which state of India? So it is in the state of Gujarat. And don't forget that UNESCO has recently added the Nordic clinker boards to its heritage list, I think in the month of March. Kaziranga National Park is a national park in which state of India? So Kaziranga National Park lies in the state of Assam. Actually, these national parks were in news here and there. So here we are only considering these questions as a part of static GK, right? Also, Assam has total 7 national parks, which are these. First is obviously Kaziranga, then second is Orang, then there is Nameri, after that Dibru, Sakhova, Dihing, Patkai, then Raimona, and last is Manas. These are the 7 national parks of the state Assam. And talking about Orang National Park, it was also in news because the state government of Assam has decided to increase the area of Orang National Park to 3 times. Okay. Keoladeo Khana National Park is a famous bird sanctuary located in which state of India? So this national park is in Rajasthan. And Rajasthan has also many national parks, for example, Ranthambore, then Desert National Park, and another is Mukundra, right? Next question. As per a survey by the Geological Survey of India, Which state has unexplored gold reserve of around 222.88 million tons? So as per a survey by Geological Survey of India, gold reserves of around 222.88 million tons, including 27.6 tons of mineral rich ore, are present in the state of Bihar. So the state government, in consultation with the Geological Survey of India, which works under National Mineral Development Corporation, has decided to give permission for the exploration of the reserve, which is claimed to be the India's largest gold reserve. Okay. Now let's see some of the important states that were in news. Which state has formed an expert committee for the implementation of the Uniform Civil Code? So the Uttarakhand government has formed a 5-member expert committee that is to be headed by retired Supreme Court Judge Ranjana Prakash Desai for the implementation of the Uniform Civil Code. And the committee has been mandated to check all the laws that control personal matters for those living in the state. So Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai also heads the Delimitation Commission of India at present. Which state launched a new health and wellness application called as Ayu? So the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. B.S. Bommai, launched a new health and wellness application called Ayu to address and heal the chronic diseases and lifestyle disorders through yoga and meditation. So this app has been developed by Swami Vivekanand Yoga Anusandhan Sansthan in partnership with Reset Tech, which is an artificial intelligence driven health tech platform. Okay, so this application is from the state Karnataka. Nechifu Tunnel, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which state or the Union Territory? So the Border Roads Organization has completed the final excavation work of Nechifu Tunnel on the Tezpur Tawang Road in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and earlier BRO has completed the excavation of Sela Tunnel on the same route. So Nechifu Tunnel is at an altitude of 5,700 feet, and the two tunnels will aid in deploying the troops and weapons along the line of actual control with China. Okay, which is the second state to recognize community forest resource rights inside a national park? So the Chhattisgarh state government approved the CFR claims of Gudia Padar and Nagalsar villages in the Kanger Ghati National Park in the state. So with this, Chhattisgarh is the second state after Odisha to have recognized community forest resource rights inside a national park. So this right empower the forest dwellers in decision making and forest governance with access to the funds available under the various government program. As per the Road Accident in India 2020 report, I think this is the repeated question. This is the question number 1 of this lecture itself, and correct answer would be Mizoram. Next question. As per a recent survey conducted by the Reserve Bank of India, which was the most preferred denomination in the banknotes? So as per the RBI's banknote survey, 100 rupees denomination banknotes are preferred the most by the people of India, while 2000 rupees are the least preferred one. Okay, so this survey has been conducted to examine the demand for cash and denomination preferences at the consumer level. So at least 7 out of 10 respondents were satisfied with the new series of banknotes, and around 3% of the respondents were not aware of any banknote security feature. Okay, so your correct answer would be 100, and if there has been written least preferred, then answer would be 2000. Okay, let's see some of the important RBI related current affairs. Who is the head of the RBI committee formed to evaluate the quality of customer service in the banks, non-banking financial companies and other regulated entities? So for this, the head of this RBI committee, so for this purpose RBI has constituted a committee, and the head of which is VP Kanungo. As per the RBI's recent directions, what is the charge levied for cardless cash transaction? So for cardless cash transaction, there is no charge levied at all. Former RBI Deputy Governor S.S. Mundra has been appointed as the chairperson of which institution? So S.S. Mundra is now the chairperson of the Bombay Stock Exchange. What is the deadline given by the RBI for banks to replace all of their ATMs with the lockable cassette? So deadline to do so is March 31 next year, means 2023. Next question. What is the theme of International Day of Yoga 2022? I'd like to give it a 3 star because it is very important question. So Ministry of Ayush has announced Yoga for Humanity as the theme of the 8th International Day of Yoga, which is to be organized in India and across the globe on 21st of June. So the main event of this day will be held at the city of Mysore in the state of Karnataka, and a program named as Guardian Ring to showcase the participation of people performing yoga along with the movement of the sun from different countries will also be undertaken. Okay, let's see some of the important days and themes. What is the theme of the United Nations Peacekeepers 2022? So this day is actually observed on 29th of May, and the theme for this day was People, Peace, Progress, the Power of Partnership. What is the theme of the Swachh Sarvekshan 2023? Answer is Waste to Wealth. What is the theme of the 75th World Health Assembly 2022? So the theme for this World Health Assembly was Health for Peace and Peace for Health. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.